Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me, hands up in the air. Hi, everyone. Hi, Paraclara. Hi, Miguel. Hi, Shadi. Can you guys hear me? Please leave a hands up. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna say anything until I see some hands up. أنا منيح شادي. أنت كيف؟ All good? Yes, we can hear. Amazing, man. Thank you everyone for joining the very first episode of the MatarTV show. If you don't know already, this is a brand new show that we are doing, and it is focused about debating and charity. So every episode, weekly, on Saturday, we are doing live streaming, and where we are going to debate sensitive topics that no one would want to talk about, right? And in every episode, the money donated through super chats that we have over here on YouTube. If you don't know what super chats is just click and see. Like super chat, basically you can write anything you want. It can stick for like the more you donate, the longer it's gonna stick. But the idea of it that the money donated with these super chats are going to an organization or NGO that helps fight a specific cause. And for this episode, we are sponsored by RDFL. You can see on the screen over here. And RDFL, we're going to be funding them for their work against child marriage and gender-based domestic violence. So all the money donated is going to be going to help fund this work. Are you guys excited? Like I am. Let's go. Let's see over here. Hands up in the air. Yo! Hello from Palestine, Habibi. Hello, Palestine. Hi. Yobush. With you all the way through, Habibi Black Fox. Miguel, yay, a 30-minute debate. I'm leaving in 30 minutes. I'll add. Man, it's meant to be. Hi, Ghana. Hi, Habibi. All right. You guys ready? Yalla. Shall we roll the intro? Shall we? Yeah, I know. This is great, guys. Hi, Samaya. I think Hajar sent the link, right? All right. Let's go. Okay, everyone. By the way, Hajar, I think they heard you while we were rolling the intro.
I'm just gonna consider it as a discussion.
So yeah,
pressure.
But that's fine. That's all right.
Mahi, we're not trying to prove anything. We're just.
Can you guys hear me?
We're trying to prove a point and make the other one.
Guys, we're live.
Okay.
Sorry, I did not. Oh, Hajar is no. Hajar, come back. I think something happened with their internet. Hajar, what?
I'm showing. Ali.
You're online. You're live. Yeah, Hajar lost the connection.
Great. Hello, everyone. I can't see anyone, but hello.
That's what happens when you do. Hajar is back.
I don't know what happened.
Internet. That's what happens when you do a debate and you're based in Lebanon. It doesn't get more Lebanese than this. Man. Right? You guys can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yalla. طيب, I'm not gonna take a lot of time. I already explained to our audience what this whole thing is about. Jean, would you like to introduce yourself بس هيك شوي صغيرة بس لحتى الناس يعرفوك؟
Yes, of course. Hello, everyone. My name is Jean Kalfayan. I'm Lebanese. I live in Lebanon. I'm a podcaster and student. I love people, fun, and happiness. So that's it. I'm happy to be here as well.
Awesome. هجورة.
Oui, يلا كم حالي في حالي. Hi, my name is Hajar. I'm Lebanese. I love food.
Thank you. Me too.
Really.
Makes
That's it.
sense. Makes sense.
And I'm really happy to be here.
That's awesome. That's awesome. طيب. Guys, for today's debate, we are going to be debating having sexual intercourse before marriage. All right. This topic is kind of a taboo in our society. Shall we do it? Shall we not do it? Some people do it without telling anyone. Some people are proud of it, like say, yeah, I'm in an open, not open relationship, but open about this topic. But some people say, or like we have, sadly, something that is called jarimat sharaf, which
Yeah.
if something like this happens, a murder and a crime can occur, right? And that's why we are sponsored by RDFL that actually work against this, and all the donations are going to be going to RDFL, our sponsor for this episode. خلينا نبلش أول شيء. هلا أكيد نحن ما حنكون دراما, okay? Like we are going to be doing like a fun interactive debate. Without taking much time, let's start at first بالرأي المضاد, right? Like with the opposed opinion. ما بدك هاجر؟ ما هيك
You always start with me. You always start with me.
because you're always
Because
against. No, I'm sorry. No.
Ali, نحن me and Hajar agreed that there are no wrong answers.
Okay.
So
Whatever.
no one is right or wrong. It's just two opinions.
Okay. طيب. Having sexual intercourse before marriage. Hajar said that she also has scientific facts about why. You told me scientific.
It's not scientific. It's like logical.
Look, I can take a screenshot from
لا
WhatsApp.
لا لا لحظة. ما هي scientific لأنه في شيء اسمه هرمونال وهالقصص. So yeah.
All right. Okay. So let's start with you, لأنه you already have some, arguments about it. Hajar, are you against and why? Let's start the debate.
Okay, so yes, I'm against the لحظة the voice. Okay.
Ali, I think you should mute. ولا it's
Oh
okay.
yeah, sorry. Let me mute myself. Bye.
Okay. So yes, I'm against intercourse before marriage or being intimate before marriage because, well, there's a lot of reasons. Now, most viewers will think that I will argue with my religion and my belief since I'm a Muslim, and they will say that the first thing that I'm gonna say is haram. It is. In my
Yeah.
religion, it is. Like, this is what I believe in. Not only me, there's a lot of religions that say that it's haram. It's not only Islam. There's a lot. But I'm not here to speak about religion. I'm here to say my point of view as a Muslim. And like aside from that, like we already agree, a lot of religions say it's haram. Thus, we put it there. I'm gonna say my point of view. So I'm gonna start with this phrase, and here I'm talking as a woman to a man. If he's faithful enough to wait, then he's faithful enough to stay. Now this is where I'm gonna argue. If he's faithful enough to stay and wait, or to wait till marriage to do whatever he wants to do and whatever she desires to do, then he's faithful enough to stay. Hala, I'm not saying this is the only reason, but this is one of the most important reasons. Now, there's a lot of arguments. There's a lot of stuff that I wrote down that I wanted to say, but I'm gonna give the mic to Jean, and I want him to speak as well. Like for the first argument, like if he's faithful enough to wait, he's faithful enough to stay.
Okay. I guess I'll just go ahead. Oh, Ali, you want to say anything?
No, let's go.
Okay. I'll take that as a yes. So, thank you for sharing your opinion, Hajar. Your last phrase, the one that, can you repeat it? The faithful one.
If he's faithful enough to wait,
Yeah.
then he's faithful enough to stay.
Yeah. Okay. So this makes total sense. But for me, I believe that sexual intercourse or intimacy is like, if we were to prioritize it, it would be for pleasure first, then, for example, for love. Some people seek pleasure before seeking the actual commitment because, marriage includes a huge commitment, maybe one of the biggest commitments that we know. So some people maybe never want to get married, so it would not be premarital sex or premarital intercourse after all. And I believe this falls within the freedom that human beings have, the freedom of choice, without having outside factors affecting them, such as Ali said, the Jarimet Sharaf, which is something I really strongly oppose. And yeah, with that's my first argument, that it falls within the freedom of each individual's choice, and definitely every intercourse has to be based on mutual consent, because it is not only for the pleasure of the man or the pleasure of the woman. If both don't enjoy it, then it doesn't make sense even to have it. And yeah, and that's it. And by the way, whatever I'm going to say about any intercourse does not include rape or forced sexual interaction or anything. It's about mutual consent, and that's it for my first argument.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, Hajar, but based on your comment, like about rape or something like, or sexual assault, or no, we're just talking about two couple being in a relationship, and if they not should, but what are the consequences if they do have sexual intercourse before marriage, and what will this lead to? So I just wanted to clarify this. Okay, Hajar.
Okay, so I understand what you're saying, but as a man, and I'm really gonna say this as a woman and a man. As a man, can you define sex? Define it.
Yeah, it's the act of, as they say, making love. It's the utmost intimate or utmost expression of love, if you want, between two
So
humans.
it's making love. It's not
Yeah.
making pleasure.
It is it's goal. It's pleasure. You can have sex without
But it's
feelings.
making love. So it's
That's
making
what.
love.
Yeah. But love doesn't have to go to marriage. You know, we go
Okay.
we have, like, I think about 50 crushes in our lifetime before we end up marrying someone, for example.
It's crush. It's not love. Just go
Yeah,
ahead.
but like, if for example, I have a crush, for example, and I'm still 18 years old or 19 years old or even 20, I'm not gonna plan on marry the first person I fall in love with. And this love, you know, a lot of people, before they reach an age where they want to marry, they have girlfriends, boyfriends, they go out and relationships and all of that. But maybe some people, you know, don't want to get married and just want to remain in a relationship. They can have all the intercourses they want, or it can be
Okay.
just, you know, like one night stands. It can be just two people having just giving each other pleasure, you know. And I don't want to relate sexual intercourse with marriage. I believe that marriage is something that humans created, and sexual intercourse is something humans have to do in order to, you know, it's pleasure.
Produce. Yeah.
Either reproduce or it's pleasurable.
Or to have pleasure. It
Yeah,
is
yeah.
pleasurable. I'm not saying gonna say no, but
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Let me define what intercourse or being intimate means to a woman. Being intimate with a guy means giving you what I didn't
Damn,
give anybody
son.
else.
Yeah.
Trusting you. That's why it does take too long for women to be really intimate with a guy, but it doesn't take that long for a guy to be intimate with a woman.
This is true. I totally agree, because we both think very differently and our brains don't work the same way.
Yes, and what I will say here, okay, if I am talking in the Western, like if I'm talking about the Westerns right now, if I say or if I tell them don't do it before marriage, it's not gonna make sense to them. If I
Yeah.
said in the Middle East, yeah, that's absurd. Like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna do it before marriage. Whatever you believe in, you're not gonna do it before marriage. It's a big no-no in the Middle East.
Yeah.
In Western community, no, it's a big no-no to be a virgin before you get married. So there's a conflict here. But what we can both agree is women from these two different beliefs, different communities, they both love to be loved, love to be respected, love not maybe to have a family, but to have a stable relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah,
I'm not
I
generalizing.
totally agree again.
I'm saying what most women believe in,
Yeah.
considering myself as one.
I just wanted to thank YG for actually donating $5 for this, and
Wow.
let me just like over here put the sound effects. Thank you, YG. And he also asked like a really good question. Maybe we should distinguish hookup culture and couples engaging in premarital sex long term versus one night stand. The dynamics are really different, right? And there's also just like
Yeah.
also one comment from Marwan. I know him from Instagram. He he says, Hajar wants to kill Jean, but she is holding herself.
I'm not. He's really friendly.
That's
Wait,
what
wait,
Marwan's.
Marwan?
That's the vibe the people are
Is that
getting.
Marwan Amar? Is that Marwan Amar?
Yeah, that's Marwan Amar.
I knew.
Okay. Awashi, thank you, YG. Second, last. Okay. Where was I?
About
Where was
that women from both cultures agree that
Yeah.
they have to be loved, respected, and have a stable
Yeah.
relationship.
Okay. So we both agree on that,
Yeah,
right?
definitely, definitely.
طيب. هلا YG said something I wanted to comment on it, but I'm gonna like just wait till the end and comment on it.
Okay.
Okay. If you read and research, do your research on Google. Anyone who is watching us right now, just do your research. Okay. Western women and women in general are pressured to have intercourse with their partner before marriage, before even like having a very serious relationship, because they want the man to stay, because they think that if they don't give the man what he needs and what he wants, which is here intercourse or sex, he's gonna leave, which most of the time it happens outside the Middle East, not inside the Middle East. Outside the Middle East, it happens. But then again, they get married after like 6 years of dating, and then, as studies shows, they get divorced. Not all of them. A really, really big part of them get divorced. I'm gonna take an example, a really famous example. You know Kim and Kanye? They were
Yeah.
like the lovebirds. They dated, they had a daughter before they got married. They were extremely in love, right?
Yeah.
And they still got divorced after having 5 children. You have Miley Cyrus and Liam. You know their story. Everybody knows
Yeah.
their story.
Yeah.
You have the famous couple, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. And I'm not gonna say intercourse before marriage is the main reason why they got divorced, but the determined between all of them, between all the divorces in the Western community, they determined the common thing. If you I can't fake this. You can go and Google it. It's intercourse before marriage. None, and I mean not even one Middle Eastern country comes in the top 10. It's either France or Germany or I don't know, USA. Let me see. USA, Russia, France, Spain. These are the people that actually. I'm not here to offend anyone. No. They are free. We are here, and we are free. Not only free, like we have the choice to do it or not to do it. I'm just telling you what if you did it and what it has resulted with a lot of stuff, obviously. Okay? So this is my first argument. Second of all, telling you not to have sex before marriage is very absurd if you're Western. But what if I said like, don't have it unless you fall in love, or don't have sex before love, or before you feel love? Now, no one is going to marry you because they just want to have sex with you. No, it doesn't work like that. They will marry you because they love you, they respect you, they want you to be there with them for the rest of their lives, and you know that your partner is going to be there, and that's why they're gonna marry you, and that's why you're gonna know that the person that is with you, he's gonna stay. I'm not saying there's no divorce rate in the Middle East. No.
Yeah.
no في divorce rate بالميدل ايست، في كتير عالم بتطلق كتير، بس it doesn't mean it is from the top 10 around the world. It's not. And one thing,
Yes.
I really want to say that to say this. We're taught, I don't know if you know this, but we're taught lust and being intimate with each other, it's gonna solve some problems. They're gonna solve the problem between two, right? Like
Yeah.
if we like two people are in a relationship and they have problems,
Fix it
she's
and then.
shouting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like a simple example in movies. Okay, when the girl is mad and she's really mad at him and she really wants him to hear her, he shuts her up with a kiss
Yeah.
because being intimate with one another solves problems. It doesn't. They think they all think we as women want this. No, we want to be heard, we want respect, we want love, we want stability. We don't want you to want us like that before you respecting us and loving us.
Yeah.
Okay. هلا I want you to speak. I know I'm speaking too much. I want you
لا
to
لا
speak
لا.
بس. Okay. أنا حبيت عم بلشنا نحكي لبناني. Okay.
بلشت.
Okay, so before doing something that important, at least at least for girls, يعني, ask yourself if you're in love. If yes, then get married. If not, why are you wasting your time? Why? Why are you wasting your time with this person if he's not willing to get married? It's that simple for guys. It's don't think it's not. I have two brothers, and I have a lot of people outside my community. If they love her, if they truly love her, even after 2 or 4 or 6 months, they're gonna ask her to get. They're gonna ask for her hand. And
Yeah.
in the Middle Eastern community, it's very easy. Like, I like this girl, let's get engaged, let's know each other for 2 years, and then get married. Okay. I didn't finish all my arguments, but I want you to respond to what I
Okay,
said.
okay. So I'm gonna start by, as much as I can remember from what you said, the example of the celebrities getting married and getting divorced, and and the sexual interaction being maybe one of the reasons that they got divorced. But I believe that this does not directly correlate to a divorce. Maybe the main problem is the lack of communication, because they both have to be clear on why there will be an intercourse before marriage if they were planning to get married, and after the divorce, the lack of communication that goes from the point of interaction before marriage and after marriage is, I believe, is one of the main reasons why couples get divorced, not because what happens, but because they don't know how to communicate on what happened and not understand the actual problems. So we could think that intercourse may be the reason of couples divorcing, but it could actually be other underlying causes that were like masked by the intercourse and used as an excuse. And one more thing, as for the women on both cultures, Westerns and here in the Middle East, yes, they all want to be loved, they all want respect. This is normal human nature for females and males. But the thing is, if for a male it is easier to make an intercourse without being totally in love, or the respect and all of this, and the woman wants to wait, or like has to make sure that she's in love. But every time a male has an intercourse, assuming that he is straight, of course, it's going to be with a female. So it's gonna happen before marriage, if even if there is not the ultimate love or ultimate respect or ultimate commitment, because you have to see the reasons why people get engaged in these intercourses. There's a million reasons other than love. It could be just to experiment, it could be just to have pleasure, it could be just to see what it's like, and so on. And again, I think that it all falls within the freedom of human beings, and I don't think that we have to relate marriage to sexual intercourse, because marriage is a commitment way outside of just the intercourse. You know, some people get married not to have children; they just want to be with each other for the rest of their lives. And marriage is a financial commitment as well as a emotional commitment, and all of this. So I don't think it is very healthy for every man who falls in love with a girl to ask for her hand, because I personally believe, and I think that love fades. Love is not something really eternal. And I think that people who get married way early just because they fell in love with the person and they uh, just ask for her hand, as you said, quickly, could be a reason for a divorce later on, or could be a reason for a lot of misunderstanding, with the famous excuse of not being the one, or not being the right one for me. So I still believe that intercourse is intercourse and marriage is marriage. They do not directly relate. That's just my opinion.
Okay, but studies that are posted by huge communities. I'm not saying it's Islamic or it's no, it's really like studies
Yeah.
based. They say like the common variant, yeah, variant, yeah, I don't know how to say it. Okay, the variant thing and the common thing is intercourse before marriage. So how can we like argument with that?
You know,
Okay,
first of all, it is not very good to place arguments on data because a huge percentage of data is false globally. But
but these are
Damn,
org
son.
and edu and
yeah.
university. Oh,
Eighty
okay, they are
percent,
false.
80% of statistics are false. And even this statistic that I just gave you could be false. But
Ah, bit.
but you know, بحكم what I said that 80% of statistics are false, including this one. So I really think that even if intercourse may be the number one reason for divorce, but
No,
for
it's not. It's not the number one reason. No, no, no.
a main reason,
It's one of the main reasons,
a common
and
reason.
it's like
say.
yeah, it's a common reason, and
Yeah.
it's also not on the surface. No, no, no.
Yeah.
There's a lot of problems.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of problems. It's not the number one. It's not. It's common and
Yeah.
it's under the surface. It's not
Yeah.
up there. It's not seen.
Yeah, but I think this goes back to the lack of communication because if the man
You're
thinks
like
or the woman
exactly.
or the woman actually thinks that if she gave as you said intercourse to a
She's
man,
giving you her body.
yeah,
Yeah.
in hopes of him always remaining to her, always being attached to her, and then after marriage he still leaves her or they still get divorced, then the lack of communication is the main problem. That why would you
How
do
did
the
they?
intercourse without knowing, مثلا, for example, why you're doing this? The man is not knowing that she's doing
Okay.
this to keep him, for example.
Okay. The thing is,
Yeah.
if and this is not in the Middle East, okay, not in the Middle East. It's outside the Middle East. In the Middle East, okay, I'm not gonna
10
speak
minutes
about that.
remaining.
But in the Middle East, they have a lot of choices, you know, and I'm not with that. But outside, if you say no to a guy, and
Yeah.
like feminism, like we're educating guys about that. No, it's a no. No, it's a
Yeah,
no.
definitely.
But for them, when she says no, yeah, when a girl says no, I want to wait until marriage. Tell me how many guys are going to wait until marriage. Tell me how many guys are going to respect that decision.
You know, it's I think
Tell me how
this is a
many
problem of
will
culture.
actually sit
This is a
with her.
problem of culture, not a problem of just being a male. You know, I can say, okay, if I really love her, I'll wait
No,
for
no,
eternity.
it's not
but-
even being a
but
male. Like
Yeah, but we cannot know. We cannot know for
Exactly.
sure how many guys will wait because we have a very big disproportionate of good
lot
and
of-
bad guys, for
a-
example. Yeah, and most of the time the bad guys, or as we
okay,
say,
I'm not gonna say all
fuckboys.
men.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
Yeah.
We cannot generalize anything. You know, some women have sex for pleasure, and the thing is, okay, if he truly loves her, and again, lack of communication, they have to be clear about where they will go with this relationship. Why will they not have an intercourse? For example, if she says no, maybe the no he has to know like, if they are a couple, okay, and she says no intercourse before marriage, for example. If he decides to leave or decides to wait, they both have to be clear on why to wait and why to leave. No, this is where lack of communication is, I think.
Just a second.
Okay, but
Just a second.
Yes, yes, Ali.
okay.
We have 2 donations. We have from Ali Farhat. We have a donation of $5 and Samaya. She also donated some, but I don't know how much that would be in dollars. And so
Amazing,
thank you, Ali.
amazing. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Samaya. I hope
you
you guys
guys.
are
I'm
having
jealous.
fun. Yeah, I hope you guys are having fun. We still have a couple of minutes left to debate. So sorry for interrupting. Please, Hajar, you were initiating the comeback. So please.
And I forgot. Why would she explain, or why would he explain why he wants to wait till marriage? It's his personal choice. It's his body. It's the freedom. You said
It's true.
it's free.
It's true. It's freedom.
Okay.
But if they were to get married, or for example, if again this falls back to the lack of communication, because if they just have intercourse, and she thinks that if she has this intercourse, he will remain till marriage, and he doesn't even know that. He thinks she's just doing it to have fun or for the pleasure or because they're in love. and later on they get married and so on, and they divorce, or just he leaves her, no one's gonna know what's the true reason, and they're gonna blame it on the intercourse, for example. Again,
طيب. طيب.
Sorry.
this is what I mean.
We have another donation from New Warrior 21st with $5 and with a comment: divorce lawyers have statistics that show strong proof for being against it.
Against
what?
what?
I think against having sexual intercourse before marriage.
That's good.
Hazard is like,
Divorce-
yeah, more
divorce
points for
lawyers
me.
are
Yeah, I don't
the
mind.
most money, by the way.
You should be Hazard, you'll be thanking New Warrior 21st.
Thank
New
you.
Warrior.
Thank you so much, Anjad.
All right, sorry.
Thank-
So yeah, Hajar.
Can I continue?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. I want to state something. You're a guy. And I'm not saying you as Jean. I'm saying as men, and I'm really tired to say not all men, not all men. You know who the man
Yes,
that I'm
yes,
talking about,
yes.
okay? You know who I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
definitely.
Okay? So if a man is comfortable enough to for a girl to be intimate with him before marriage, before he puts a ring on her finger, if he's comfortable enough to live with her, if he's comfortable enough to get a child with her
This is
before
all
marriage,
before marriage, yes.
without marriage,
Yeah.
why would he get married?
He
Why?
wouldn't.
Why would he like get saying he's not religious, okay? And he's like, no, I'm not gonna get married. Why would he get married? Why would he like? This is my point as a woman, okay?
Yeah.
Like I want to get married as a woman. I want to get married, and I want you to respect me enough to ask me that.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that as Hajar, but I'm saying that also as a woman, because most women will not even say it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be with you without marriage. Like, yeah, we can support each other. Like, yeah, I don't need the ring to tell me that I love you. I don't need a
Yeah.
piece of paper to tell me that I love you. Like, a lot of people will actually
5
say that
minutes
and
left.
actually mean it, but a lot, and I mean a lot of girls will actually say it because they don't want to lose the guy.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
speaking about the guy, like, why would he get married? Why would a man get married when he can have what he can have, but without marriage, without child support, without finance, without any how do I say this? Without the divorce supply, because you know if they got divorced, he's
And
going
they're
down.
not married. Yeah. If they're married.
If they're married and
Yeah,
they got
yeah,
divorced,
yeah.
yeah, it's not gonna be pretty either for him or
Definitely,
for her.
definitely.
But if they're not married and she has kid or they have a kid, that's not gonna be that ugly yet, right?
Yeah.
He's not gonna pay for child support, is he?
Didn't work.
He's not gonna pay for
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, like men, and I'm speaking because I'm speaking about some type of men. Men are afraid of marriage because they are afraid of commitment.
Commitment.
They are afraid that if they did something wrong, they would really pay for it. They
Yeah.
would
Damn,
literally
son.
pay for it.
Yeah,
As for
yeah.
a woman, she's not, because she trusts the man to do something wrong and fix it. Now, for you, doing something wrong is a no-no.
Yeah.
For a girl, if you do something wrong, fix it.
Yeah.
And that's the whole problem.
We have another donation from YG again, $5.
Again. All
With,
right.
with the comment, I feel like Hajar is onto something. Since anyone can give sex, there is no assurance the man would stay. That instability would be distressing.
Instability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the
I don't know,
instability of like...
I think marriage is the commitment part of a relationship, you know, and marriage by definition is supposed to be forever. You know, no one gets married to and has in mind that he will get divorced later on. And yeah, about the example that two couples not married and having children, yeah, I don't support that, you know, because if they want to raise a family better, they're gonna make it forever, you know. No one's gonna want a temporary
He can't
family.
leave.
Yeah,
He can't
yeah,
leave.
yeah, yeah. And no matter what he does, they're still gonna be his children.
Yes.
Yeah, and we have a lot of this in the Western culture, I assume, I believe, raising a family without getting married, or getting married after they get children or so on, because you know marriage just like it's just the commitment part, and everything before that relieves the man and the woman of any commitment. Supposedly the children are not going to go anywhere, they're going to remain with with the two guys or with the female most of the time after the guy leaves. uh, but I think again, I don't know, I think I lost my word on the argument after Ali played the sound effect.
I was saying like, why would a man get married
Yeah,
if he's like he's what I was saying, like, what my point is, we are not afraid of marriage.
yeah,
Because we are not afraid of commitment. Like, of course we're gonna be afraid of commitment,
Hajar,
like
that's
any human being.
sorry. I have to interfere. Not, you can't say all women want marriage
I'm
and
not gonna
all
say
women
all
want
women.
commitment.
No, I'm not saying. I already said that when I started.
All right. Okay. Please continue.
Okay, I said most, and I said a big part. I didn't say all women.
yeah,
Because a lot of women, like myself, I sometimes I think I don't want to get married. Like, I don't want to get married. I want to stay and work and be rich, and that's it.
yeah.
Like, I don't want to get married. But some girls really love the idea of getting married, and really love getting married and building a family, and I mean a stable family, a family where a man cannot run out of. Because you know, in the Middle East, if he gets divorced, or if he divorces her or she divorces him, she asks for divorce. It's it's not a big sin. A lot of Western people think it's a big sin in the Middle East to like get divorced. It's not. It's
Yeah.
really normal, and it's really like, okay, they got divorced. So
We move
what?
on.
Yeah, we move on. We're not close-minded. That's
Yeah.
not it. This is very like this is very old. We're not
Yeah.
like that. But in the Middle East, if he divorces her, oh my God, he's gonna pay, and you know that.
Yeah.
He's gonna pay. He's gonna pay, and she's gonna pay also. And the child support is not easy.
Yeah, but not as
And
much
the
as the guy. In divorce, it's always
The guy,
yeah. There's no equality in divorce courts.
I know
Yeah.
that. I know that.
Yeah, no.
Damn,
Jeff
son.
Bezos' wife got divorced and turned a billionaire.
Wow.
For
Oh yeah.
$75 billion divorce for just divorcing the guy.
Which
Yeah.
one?
The richest guy on the planet.
Jeff Bezos.
Does he need a wife?
He
needs
cheated
a
on his
right?
wife. He cheated on his wife. And she divorced him. When she divorced him, she became the richest woman on the planet, most probably.
So, guys, the debate. The time is over for the debate. So let's ask the viewers who had like the best points. Let's say, but I mean, there's a lot of comments being written over here. Can we talk about how good everyone's English is on this debate to debate such complex subjects so eloquently?
Wow.
Yeah, no. Samaya says, I feel like you get a better idea of what you want from experience.
Yeah, I can agree.
I agree with that. Do you agree with that, Hajar?
No.
No.
Yeah,
No.
For me, no. For me, no.
It's by default of her point. She cannot agree.
Yeah, like for exactly. Like, I don't have to experience it to know what it is. No.
Yeah.
We have
I
some.
know that fire burns, but it doesn't exactly mean that I have to burn myself to know that it hurts.
But all babies burn themselves before they stop touching fire. That's for sure.
I didn't burn myself.
But all kids will know what it hurts when it actually hurts them. So you can tell a child, don't touch
I
fire,
don't-
it will burn. Don't touch fire, it will burn.
Until
When
they
he will
touch
actually
fire and they
touch
burn.
it, he will stop touching.
Yeah,
it.
that's actually true. Yeah.
This doesn't apply
I
to all
don't- I-
kids. All kids. But
Yeah,
most
it
of
doesn't
them.
apply to all
A
kids,
healthy
but
95%.
for me, no. For me, no. It doesn't. I don't have to do something to know what it is.
Yeah. It's not. It doesn't.
We have
apply
a
to
lot of
everything,
books.
Just like throw in this example.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, we have a lot of books, we have a lot of videos, we have a lot of stuff to educate ourselves.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't have to experience it.
Yeah, but practice always beats theory as well.
So guys,
That's why we practice it when we get married. Okay.
we have
But what if we fail at practice? We're gonna get divorced, and it will all go to waste.
Ali Farhat says
And get your money.
Hajar talked way more than Jean. I feel Jean didn't get a good chance to get his point across. Samaya says, love you, Hajar, but I'm with Jean on this one. New Warrior says, I'm pro-divorce, but I can definitely see why a man in the West wouldn't want to get married.
Pro-divorce?
No, he corrected pro-marriage. Pro-marriage. He corrected it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It doesn't make sense.
Why don't we give Jean more time? Because people really want to hear his point of view more.
Exactly. Also, YG says John needed more time.
Yes.
I'm on. By the way, like already, a lot of people are on John's side. By the way, Hajar, I'm sorry.
If you want, Ali,
Yes.
you can give a concluding question just so we don't talk in general.
طيب.
Randomly, we can talk about something specific to this topic.
طيب. Alright. هلا احنا شوي وسعنا انه we went into the West. We went into like about divorce وقصص وهيك. Let's say a couple are living in Lebanon, right? Both of them Lebanese, born in Lebanon. أهل Lebanese كلهم blah blah.
Not married?
Sorry?
Married or not?
No, not married. They're in a relationship and they had sex. They had sexual intercourse, right?
Yeah.
كيف society, how is the society going to be reflecting on that? Like مثلا, first if they stayed together and the society knows that these couple have sex, because we are known as Lebanese people, we always like to judge other people. We don't judge ourselves. We like to judge other people, right?
Yeah.
So أكيد 100% our society is going to judge these people. Do you think this is fine or not? So or like this is their opinion, like let them do what they want. But for instance, like مثلا, let's say Hajar, you can say, well, they are a couple. If they want to have sex, that's their choice. However, if they break up and you get in a relationship with this man, would you have a problem with that?
Me?
Yeah,
But he has to be honest at first and tell her that.
Yeah, he has to be
had,
honest.
yeah.
Because if I'm saving myself for marriage, I wait for the guy to do the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But if he doesn't tell me, that's a big no-no for me.
Okay. And John?
Because I'm like, even though I'm gonna like run away out of it, like I don't want to know, but I really want to know.
Yeah. I think if the same scenario of Hajar talking to this guy that had previous intercourse, or you want me to comment on the initial scenario?
Let's talk about this question that YG said. The difference between hookup culture and couples engaging in sex, like one night stands, like hookup is a one night stand, right? So just like you go to the club, you get drunk, blah blah, and and let's talk about that, because I think YG also like to talk about that. Like I believe in a Middle Eastern society. I don't think that we have one night stands that much in Lebanon. It's not so.
We do.
We do.
We do.
I haven't been to Lebanon since I moved at 18. I don't know.
We have a lot of one night stand, like a lot.
Yeah.
But
it's not like any other Arab country. Like if you want to talk about this specific thing, choose like another country.
Lebanon is westernized. The nightlife specifically.
Okay, but will that judgment, let's say, or the argument differ if we were talking about one night stands or couple engaging in sex before marriage?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna say the same point. If it falls within the freedom of individual choice and whether there's consent or not between the man and the woman. And if they're not planning to get married, then it's not premarital sex again. So not everyone who has to have intercourse has to get married. So I don't support hookups or believe in hookups, but I don't mind them. They happen. I've engaged in them. I'm open about it. I don't really mind it, as long as there's mutual consent and respect, and no one cares what others will say. Let people be, because whatever you do, you're gonna get judged. So this is what I believe.
So basically your arguments, Jean, like from one night stands or having sex before marriage, the same thing?
Yeah, I have no problem. No
Okay.
one's getting hurt. There's mutual consent, and you're not ending anyone's freedom. And it's the safest act to do. Not talking health-wise. There's always the risk of disease and all
Yeah,
these things.
طبيعي. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That point.
yeah.
Yeah. طيب, do we have any other comments?
بدك أحكي أنا عن YG?
If you want to.
Okay, so we're saying that لحظة عادي, mute yourself.
Sorry, before I mute myself, thank you, Pilot Kayayan, for your donation. He also
Thank you.
thank you for your donation.
Thank you so much.
He actually also had a question, but it's not related to this. But his question was, I know a Lebanese girl in Lebanon that she is in a relationship with her cousin. Is this fine? But I think this is a different topic than.
Yeah, this is way different.
Yeah, this is way different. So maybe we will be talking about cousin marriages in Lebanon. Should it be forbidden or not? Because there are also scientific facts that the children
don't
might not
Yeah,
be
same,
okay, right?
same.
Yeah. So, but Hajar, and I'm gonna mute myself. So please.
Okay. So about the one night stands or the hookups. Now Jean said like, okay, I'm not into them. I don't like, but you don't mind them. Well,
Yeah.
for me, one night stands are like, how do I say this in a really not? I don't want to offend anyone. If it's your choice,
Say no
it's
offense
your
and just
choice.
say it.
No. I'm not gonna say that. No. It's his and hers choice. Okay.
Yeah.
It's their choice. I'm not gonna say don't do it. I'm not that person. You know what I mean? But at the same time, um, is it safe? Is it safe? Now I want the percentage of how many kids don't know who their father is, and how many kids are left behind, and how many kids are left because their mother is incapable of taking care of them because the father is not there. Now I want to
Yeah.
speak about that. I
It's
really
huge.
want to
It's a
speak
huge
about that.
percentage.
It's a huge percentage, and we don't
definitely.
have it in the Middle East. Like
Yeah,
we
definitely.
have it, but not as huge as outside the Middle East.
In Lebanon, you know, we have the hookup culture, but the intercourse itself is like it's still way a big step ahead for.
You know
most
what?
people.
One, I don't want to say it on the internet, but I know someone, and that someone
Yeah.
is within my community, and and he is Muslim, and his mom is very, very religious, and he brought a girl home,
Yeah.
and he brought her home, and they wanted to live together. Now,
Yeah.
I'm saying this from a Lebanese point of view. His big brother came from abroad and told them, no, that's not gonna happen under our roof. No, it's not gonna happen. You want her, you marry her. If you're serious, you marry her. Now that's what's gonna happen because um, intercourse before marriage, it's not like a big no. We know about it. We know that people do it, and we're not like judgmental, but at the same time most of the people have my mentality. They're like, if you're serious, go and get married. Now about like what I said, the hookups, I really want to talk about the statistics of kids, depressed kids that don't know who their father is,
Yeah.
and they search their whole life
And
for who
yeah.
their father is and who their mother is, and they suffer from adoption.
Yeah.
They suffer.
And
So
by the way,
I want to
this
talk about the
this
kids.
the biggest portion of this statistic relates to a specific culture, or like two cultures. They have the biggest percentage of this happening. It's Western, you know, but it's for a specific part of the population that have this culture of having unprotected sexual intercourses, or having wanting to have the family. Then when it comes and they see the actual commitment of it, they just run away and leave and so on.
Exactly. And sometimes the guy is safe, but she still gets married.
Yeah.
Gets pregnant. Like,
Yeah.
and she's safe, but she still gets pregnant.
There's no
And
way
someone,
to guarantee the 100% safety of it, but
Yeah.
I'm against this. I'm against having children and running away. I'm against getting the couple
it's-
pregnant and leaving out. But I don't mind hookups. I don't mind one night stands. I don't mind intercourse and so
no,
on.
that's why I mind all of these. And someone said like, is getting abortion is like illegal, but I know I think it's legal. I think it's legal. Nobody's ever told anybody not to get abortion. No, but at the same time, there's a lot of women that don't want to get abortion. one, it's really, it costs a lot, and she doesn't have money to do it.
Yeah.
And if she wants to do it in an illegal way,
It's
okay,
risk on
it's
her
gonna
taking.
hurt her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not safe for her. So she has to carry the baby. She
Yeah.
has to. And I know, I'm not speaking in Lebanon. I'm speaking outside Lebanon. In Lebanon,
It's not
there,
very common to
it's
happen.
it's it is common. There, we don't speak about it. That's
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah.
we know it happens, but we don't speak about it because
Yeah.
the parents, they're gonna be so like ashamed.
Because
So,
of
We know
society,
guys,
that.
because of the pressure society creates.
yeah, but guys, now we're talking about abortion. It's a whole
Yeah,
different
No,
new
different.
topic
wait.
debate. Yeah, I know, I
No,
know. Yeah, I know.
wait.
But
Yeah, come on.
maybe this can be also another debate. Masan, for me, for instance, I don't think I have something to say about abortion because
Yeah.
I will never have an abortion in my life. You know, Masalan, for instance.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think this was it. I mean, we've talked also more than half an hour. I would like to thank everyone who donated to. Nah, we're not gonna be talking about that. There was a comment, and we're not gonna be talking about that. I'm gonna read it, but we're not gonna be talking about it. What about oral activities? I would want to hear your views on that. So we're not gonna be talking about
What?
that.
What's that?
Oral activities, like not having actual sex,
Like kissing and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
but I think
That's a little
he
more.
means even more than that.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna be talking about that. We're gonna be talking just about intercourse before marriage. Thank you, Hajar, very much for joining into this
you.
debate. Thank you, Jean, for joining
Thank you,
also in
thank
this
you,
debate.
Ali.
It was really fun, interactive. Because always we always have this kind of traditional debates that we have on television where they throw chairs on each other, and it's really boring with a lot
No,
of
it's online. It's online. I cannot hit the chair. I'll just break my
Yeah.
laptop.
or something like that. But
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, what we're trying to do here is to create like new fun kind of debates. It doesn't have always to be about drama and fighting and this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So
And the thing that is like so much fun because I'm getting to know a lot of people. And I'm getting famous.
yeah, that is
Yeah.
also true. That is also true.
By the way, Ali, just before you ended, you
Yeah.
know why we didn't fight and why there was no drama?
Why?
Why?
Because we made sure there was no lack of communication, and we
Yeah.
talked early on why we're having this debate and what's the point.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what?
that's true.
You know
Yeah.
what? Like give me like that.
Exactly. So everyone, if you're interested, you can follow Jean. Like you can see his username over here. Just type it on Instagram and you can see him. Also Hajar, if you would also like to follow her on Instagram, her name is on the screen as well. Thank you again for RDFL for sponsoring this event for us. And if you would like also to become a sponsor, the email is over here. Make sure to follow me and check my website as well. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for donating, and we'll see you guys next week at the same time, Saturday, 7 p.m. Beirut time, with the next debate that is going to be about shall a woman or a girl, why guys can move out at 18 but girls cannot in the Middle Eastern society, or there's a taboo around it. So make sure to tune in next week as well, and I will see you guys later.